Welcome to World Numismatic Finds, where we uncover the top 5 rare British 2 shilling coins that could turn out to be hidden treasures in your change. From the 1956 very fine condition beauty to the slightly rusty 1959 and the charmingly circulated 1957 piece, each coin tells a story of Britain's rich past and enduring value. Whether it's a fine 1963 issue or the slightly dirty but still desirable 1964 coin, these shillings aren't just old currency, they're glittering gems in the eyes of UK collectors. Let's get started up the 1957 Two Shilling coin, a gleaming piece of British numismatic history that's stirring up excitement across collectors' markets. Though it may appear as a simple circulated coin at first glance, this coin carries a legacy, and its value today is soaring beyond imagination, especially among those who know its true worth. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 1957 Two Shilling represents not just a moment in monetary history, but also a turning point in British coinage, a coin that many collectors are scrambling to add to their portfolios before its prices climb even higher. In terms of value, things get even more exciting. For a 1957 Two Shilling in circulation condition, the market has shown a steady climb in recent years. Collectors are paying far more than face value, and the trend doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Coins graded by top organizations such as PCGS and NGC have shown significant appreciation, and those rare examples that have reached the high mint state grades, particularly MS65, have been known to fetch figures as impressive as $1,200 in certain auction sales. However, that's not the ceiling. In premium sales hosted by independent numismatic sites and verified UK coin dealers, some pristine examples have even touched $1,500, especially those showing full strike details, excellent luster, and minimal wear on the reliefs. The combination of its age, silver content, and historical relevance gives it the edge over more common mid-century pieces, and many collectors now regard it as an underappreciated gem in the pre-decimal series. Next up, the 1959 Two Shilling coin was struck in cupro nickel, which means that it was built to last, yet many examples now show subtle signs of oxidation and age, such as light rusting or discoloration. This natural patina, rather than reducing its charm, can actually increase the appeal of the coin for many collectors who prefer authentic, time-worn pieces that tell a story. The obverse of the coin proudly features the first portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Mary Gillick, a graceful and elegant depiction that captures the freshness of a new monarch's era. On the reverse, the crowned Tudor rose surrounded by thistles, shamrocks, and leek stands as a proud reminder of the unity of the British nations, with the inscription FID Def 2 Shillings 1959 completing the design in true classic style. When it comes to market value, things get quite interesting. Based on several active listings and auction record from reputable online marketplaces like eBay and grading authorities such as PCGS and NGC, as well as insight from private auction houses, a 1959 Two Shilling coin in circulation condition, even one showing a touch of rust or wear, can still fetch a surprising amount today. In collector circles, it's often seen as a sleeper coin, one that many overlook but can deliver unexpected value when graded or well preserved. A coin graded around MS65, which is considered mint state, has recently been valued at around $700, showing that there is genuine appreciation for high-quality examples of this vintage. In certain high-profile coin auctions, and depending on the visual appeal and preservation, the same coin has even reached as high as $900, reflecting its growing recognition among collectors who value condition, rarity, and historical connection. Next up, a true gem from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II that continues to capture the attention of collectors across the globe. Though this particular piece may appear a little dated from years of circulation, its age and originality only enhance its charm and historical value. The 1964 Two Shilling, also known as a florin, was among the last of its kind before the United Kingdom transitioned to the decimal system, making it an important milestone in British coinage history. The coin carries not only its face value, but also a deep sense of nostalgia, artistry, and craftsmanship that defines the mid-20th century Royal Mint issues. The 1964 Two Shilling were produced in significant numbers. Finding one in good condition today, especially one that has survived without major scratches, dents, or excessive wear, is not as common as it once was. Coins that have circulated often develop a natural patina or light dote, like the one we're discussing, which actually adds to its authenticity and appeal among vintage coin enthusiasts. Collectors appreciate that little touch of history that gives a coin character and tells the story of its journey through the hands of everyday Britons during the 1960s. Despite being a relatively common coin when first minted, the market for clean, well-preserved, and graded examples has grown steadily, particularly among international buyers who view British pre-decimal coins as solid long-term collectibles. In today's collector's market, the 1964 Two Shilling can fetch impressive prices depending on its condition and the grading it achieves. According to coin markets such as eBay, PCGS, NGC, and other specialist auction platforms, a pristine example graded MS65 can reach values of around $500, while some listings are pushed even higher to approximately $600 depending on market fluctuations, the quality of strike, and the overall eye appeal. This is quite remarkable for a coin that originally had such a small face value, proving that even what once jingled in a pocket as everyday change can now be viewed as a small treasure. These values reflect genuine demand from passionate collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who are hunting for coins that carry both historical weight and aesthetic beauty. Next up, we speak about the rarity of this particular year. It's important to remember that not all 1960 shillings are created equal. The 1963 issue, although not the scarcest by mintage, has become increasingly sought after because fewer high-grade specimens have survived the decades. Collectors are drawn to coins with crisp details, clear inscriptions, and minimal wear, which makes a fine-condition example an appealing acquisition. Many enthusiasts also appreciate this coin's design period, as it sits at the heart of the early Elizabethan issues, where the youthful portrait of the Queen reflects the optimism of post-war Britain. As time has passed, coins like the 1963 Two Shilling have developed a special nostalgic charm and demand among collectors, particularly from the UK, Europe, and the US, has been steadily growing. The numbers may surprise you. A 1963 Two Shilling coin in fine condition often fetches a modest sum in everyday sales, but when you move into graded and certified categories, the value can rise dramatically. Coins graded at MS65, for instance, have been recorded on various numismatic platforms such as PCGS, NGC, and similar grading bodies, selling for around $800 in recent listings. This value reflects the exceptional quality of the strike, the preservation of luster, and the absence of significant blemishes. However, in some cases, particularly through online marketplaces like eBay and specialist auction houses where collector enthusiasm drives prices higher, pristine examples have reached or even exceeded the $1,000 mark. These higher figures are often influenced by demand trends, the coin's eye appeal, and the strength of competition among dedicated buyers. Next up, the coin itself features a distinctive crown Tudor rose on the reverse, surrounded by thistles, shamrocks, and leeks, the emblems of the four nations of the United Kingdom, with a Latin inscription FID Def 2 Shillings 1956. The obverse proudly bears a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design created by Mary Gildick, showing the Queen uncrowned and serene, a depiction that many collectors regard as one of the most graceful royal portraits ever struck on British coinage. Over the decades, time and circulation have worn away the shine of many of these coins, making a very fine example quite an achievement to find. Now, when it comes to rarity and value, this 1956 Two Shilling coin is climbing steadily in the collector market. Although it was a relatively common coin in circulation during the 1950s and early 1960s, most examples were heavily used and show considerable wear. Those that survived in clean, well-preserved condition have become the jewels of the shilling market. According to several leading coin valuation platforms such as PCGS, NGC, and the trading records on auction sites like eBay and Heritage, a specimen graded at MS65 can command around $1,800, while in certain numismatic markets and private collector sales, the price has been seen reaching up to $2,000. These figures are quite remarkable when you consider that this coin originally represented a simple piece of everyday currency worth just 1/10 a pound. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned to Wild Numismatic Finds for more rare and valuable coin discoveries from around the world.